Morning, folks. Last night I watched the Natasha Jonas, Mikaela Mayer fight for the IBF female welterweight title, and Natasha Jonas got a split decision victory. I personally had the fight to Mayer. I watched it live last night, and I had it 98-92 to Mayer. I felt that Mayer controlled most of the fight from the sort of the fifth round onwards, especially. I felt she was landing the cleaner punches, she was pushing the action, she was in control, she was bossing the fight, she was backing Jonas up to the ropes quite regularly with straight right hands and left hooks to the head and body. However, I will say Jonas was countering quite nicely with some nice body shots on the inside that were registering on Mayer's face. Every time they landed, you could see Mayer kind of wincing a little bit, backing up a little bit. And Jonas was doing well at times of escaping when she was caught against the ropes. And she was firing back little clusters of punches. There were some good little exchanges in there between the two. They were really both going for it. So, although I had it significantly to Mayer, and I felt Mayer was very, very unlucky not to win it last night. I saw a few people online saying, no, it was a close fight. I mean, I've seen people screaming robbery. It seems to be every fight these days, whether it's a robbery or not. People scream robbery online. It just goes with the territory. If the person they like didn't win, then it's a robbery. So, but there's a few people on there saying, no, it was very, very close. Some people had it a draw. So I thought, right, I'll tell you what, I'll watch it again this morning. I know the result. I tend to do that if a fight's, if people are sort of split on their decision, on their opinions, I will watch it again. For example, the Lomachenko Devin Haney fight last May. I watched that again the next day because obviously it was very, very contentious. And I watched it again this morning, and I had it still to Mayer, but by a single point. So I think the crowd also helped because everything Jonas did, the crowd were going fucking apeshit, as you can imagine. Because obviously it was in Liverpool, her hometown. So I'd like to see them do it again. I'd like to see them both fight again. It was a very entertaining fight. It was, if nothing gets any better this year, that'll probably be the female fight of the year. I can understand Mayer's disappointment in the post-fight interview. She was very, very disappointed, and I would be if I was her. She to me, she bossed most of the fight. She was on the front foot. She was the ring general in there. She was pushing it. It depends what you like, really. I liked the pressure and the head shots, the straight rights were doing it for me, for Mayer. But Jonas's countering to the body was very good. She was quite slow. She was doing quite well with that straight left, especially in the first round and the third round, I found. She was whipping that straight left straight down the middle. And it was kind of catching Mayer off guard a little bit, and she was working. Like I say, it was the body work for Jonas, which was I found was her bigged tool, and was they were her biggest successes. But I still felt. I mean, I scored it both times. I had different scores both times, but both times I had it to Mikaela Mayer. So yeah, I don't think it was the worst robbery we've seen. We've seen worse people. We've seen worse. But I can understand why people would say robbery. The commentary, I will say, for Sky, is fucking diabolical. It is the worst. I mean, DAZN's is bad, but Sky's commentary is just atrocious, absolutely atrocious. It was so one-sided, And at times they were, oh yeah, Mikaela Mayer, this, Mikaela. Then after about round 7, they stopped mentioning her work. Everything she did, they never mentioned it. And then Jonas would land a jab or something, and they'd say, "Oh, beautiful work from Jonas there." What about the three? I think it might have been in the 8th or 9th round. Mayer landed a 3-punch combination, and they didn't say a fucking word. And then Jonas landed a punch, and they lost their shit. And it's stuff like that. I think this is bullshit. You don't do that. Fair's fair. And it was almost like, if you're a conspiracy theorist, and I like a good conspiracy. We all like a good conspiracy. But if I was a real conspiracy theorist, the conspiracy theorist in me, or the critical thinker, as I like to say, in me, would say they were being instructed to stop talking about Mayer. Now, that sounds a bit stupid, but this is Sky, because they were really praising Mayer a lot. Yeah, everything she did, the successes, they were really praising her. Then after about round 7, they stopped mentioning her. They or very few and far between they'd mention anything she did. Whereas with Jonas, they were everything she did. It was wonderful, and it was the greatest thing they'd ever seen. That's just my opinion. That's just what I saw. I wonder what you think. I'd like to see them do it again. Lauren Price was at ringside. Don't get me wrong, very talented young lady, Olympic gold medalist. They seem to be trying with Ben Shalom, who is, in my opinion, one of the worst promoters. He's awful. I don't know. I think his reluctance to work with other promoters is his biggest downfall. Plus, he can't put a card together. The undercard on this was terrible, in my opinion. Anyway, and Lauren Price. She just sort of I'm sure she's a lovely girl, but she just looks so fucking miserable all the time. I know it's probably just her face. She can't help her face. But she just looks so miserable. It's like, love, smile. You're on television. You smile. But it seems like Shalom's trying to put her in there with Jonas, I would imagine. They have been kind of mentioning Jonas and Price's name together quite a lot. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's not a particularly fight I want to watch at the moment. I'd like to see Jonas and Mayer do it again. I think Mayer deserves that much. But we'll see. Right, folks, have a good week. I hope you're all well, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my rants. It means a lot. And thank you to those who have subscribed. I mean, I'm amazed. I think I'm up to 77 now. I know there's nothing to do cartwheels about, obviously, because there's people out there with fucking thousands and hundreds of thousands. But the fact that I didn't think I'd get any, because I'm just a guy who loves boxing, who loves talking about boxing. So I appreciate it. Okay, you take care, folks.